Welcome to One Little Spice, the Disney food podcast that isn't afraid to send you into the taste lab.
Welcome to episode 40. It's raining forests. Hallelujah. I'm Julie.
And I'm Amy.
Today we are talking about the Rainforest Cafe in Animal Kingdom and Disney Springs.
Because they're pretty much the same.
They are. But first, it's time for Amy's Daily Dish. Amy, what's your dish?
Let's dish. Item 1. But what about the Beverly? Demolition permits have been filed for Intervention Wests, which includes the Character Stop, Starbucks, and the Cool Club.
Boo.
Mm-hmm. The Character Spot characters are rumored to be joining Ralph and Vanellope over in the Imagination Pavilion, aka Figment's house. I just spelled Vanellope like completely wrong because how do you spell Vanellope? It's like
Vanilla P. I have no
yeah,
idea.
exactly.
Did I sound really smart as I sounded that out there?
Starbucks is rumored to be moving to the Odyssey Center, former site of the long-gone Stargate restaurant that holds a special place in my heart.
Why can't I picture the Odyssey Center?
Remember where we drew
Oh, yeah.
Side note, they removed the stage, and that hurts me just a little.
When? Recently, huh?
Yeah, recently enough. And they removed it, and it hurts me.
Recently since last January.
No, it was actually before that. We just haven't entered there.
No, last January.
Oh, yes.
We
yeah,
drew
this
at Festival of the Arts.
Yeah, not this past January, last January.
Yes.
There's no word on whether the Cool Club will be getting a new home or ever returning. Where will we get our free taste of Beverly now? This is all, of course, part of the ongoing Epcot renovations, Future World reimagining, which brings us to our next item.
No. I object. No. No.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Do you need to leave the room while I say this?
No.
Okay, so
no.
Just listen and I'll get through it and that'll be it. Item 2.
It's okay that you said that really sad.
Yes, I know, it was on purpose. Bring out the tissues.
All the tissues.
You're going to need them.
I wrote it like 8 times last trip. All by myself. Just on it, off it, on it, off it.
Yep. Based on rumors, speculations, and some actual Disney information, Spaceship Earth is expected to be closing sometime this year for a 2-year renovation.
I just hope that it closes in like December of this year.
Yeah.
So that we still get to ride it a couple more times.
Yes, I agree. Expected changes are...
We'll still get to hug it though, right? It'll still be there?
Yep. 99% we should still get to hug it because that's like...
Because it'll be like inside that there.
Yeah, it would block off half of the entrance if we couldn't actually
Oh my god, can you imagine if they blocked off that entrance and the only way you could enter was through the other side with the gondolas that are coming soon?
Yeah. Expected changes are updates and refurbishment to all the scenes up to the Industrial Revolution, and then major changes to the rest. The top section of the ride where you are up in space looking at Spaceship Earth is expected to have a major overhaul with brand new technology. The post-show, aka fun little Q&A.
Do you think the new one will actually have constellations?
We'll find out. They might do something.
Do you think they'll change the Matrix nonsense? The like green.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Looks like the Matrix.
Yes, I was. I was past that point in the ride.
I know I wasn't.
But yes, the post show, aka fun little Q&A followed by cartoon, is expected to change as a new track and possibly new or updated ride vehicles are all rumored. I do really hope we get to ride it one more time this fall before the closure. Fingers crossed. Do you want to talk about it?
Do you think that they are going to change the last little question and View Your Future to be more modern to what actual future could possibly be? Do you think that I will ever get a picture of myself that actually looks like myself once edited, not me with weird little things hanging off of me?
I've never gotten one with meat without weird little things hanging off of me.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. But have you ever
Me
noticed...
with like black eyes or
But you know,
white eyes.
you look up and everyone else has like
Mickey ears or super curly hair.
they're like
or
the
they're
majority
like, not
of
even...
their face, like there's a handful that get all askew like we do, but most of them are just there. Like it's like, oh, this is my face, and maybe they like added a little extra to my chin because my shoulder reflected, but that was it. I would not be surprised to see the post show, so coming back down, be completely different. Like not even the same thing. Completely different. We will find out. I am excited to.
Is it still going to be Dame Judi Dench?
We don't know. It could be.
I'm good with her. Sir Patrick Stewart, Sir Ian McKellen, or Tom Hiddleston.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I would add.
I know. I'm trying to think of two.
Maggie Smith. She's
Ooh.
one. Basically, you have to
like
be
Maggie Smith as McGonagall.
That's never gonna
Which
happen.
no, because
that's not happening. I'm trying to think of
Jim Dale.
Hugh Bonneville has a nice speaking voice.
Even oh my god, I can't think of his name. He was a James Bond. Why can't I think of his name? He was in Mamma Mia. I keep wanting to say
Brosnan?
Patrick Dempsey, but that's not who it is.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan. I wouldn't mind him.
Like I like his voice. I don't see it too much as a narration voice.
But Jim Dale also did Pushing Daisies, and I loved him as the narrator for that. But he also narrates the Harry Potter books, so I doubt Disney's going to get him.
Who knows?
It would be Samuel L. Jackson.
That would be excellent.
Just Nick Fury. Who else would I want?
Like they may have Dame Judi Dench do it again.
I hope so.
I can't remember who was one of the last few narrators, but someone's like, maybe they'll go back to such and such, and I'm like, probably not. And if they did, it's going to be a whole new voice.
It should be Ben.
Should be Ben.
Sorry, Arendelle historian Eric.
Oh my God, yes. And honestly, he could
have him do it in character.
I was gonna say he could do it in character, or he could do it.
It would be fun to have his humor. But I feel like going through history, they probably want it to be more not humorous. Although, who knows?
We will find out. It might be something entirely different. We don't know.
And now for something completely different.
Well, that is it.
That's all the news. Amy has no more.
News on the nines.
God, guys, remember that? For those the first 5 episodes.
Yeah, for those of you who maybe haven't listened to the first 5 episodes and joined us in the middle, that used to be what Amy's Daily Dish was called.
Oh, also, I have actually gone through and figured out what fun gifts that we owe people from winning contests and stuff that we had from the last time we were in Disney back in November, and I promise those things are getting sent out. You will see them by the end of April. I promise. Patreon stuff is coming too.
Yeah, we got home from that vacation and both of our lives exploded in one way or another.
I feel like we're finally back on track. And we're going to get all our episodes out. We are busting our butts. We're going to work on our vlog. We're going to get those episodes out for you.
We're going to get Magical Snack Corner up and running again.
Yes, we still have to do. And like the nice thing about Magical Snack Corner is those of you who are patrons, you will have access to Magical Snack Corner. And we're going to release the rest of Food and Wine. We are going to record Festival of the Arts. We're going to record the Festival of the Holidays. We're going to record our Flower and Garden.
Our full review of Chicken Guy's sauces.
Yes, specifically sauces from Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy. Yeah. We're going to go over Chicken Guy in a full episode, but nitty gritty down to the last little detail about sauces. It's going to be in a Magical Snack Corner. It's all coming. Year 2 is going to be really big for us, so we're so excited. Year 2 is 4 weeks away.
It is.
So to continue this month, we are talking about really fun family meals that I know don't have characters. Pretty crazy. But they're still really awesome atmospheres and definitely family meals. So this week we are talking about the Rainforest Cafe. There is one inside Animal Kingdom, and there's also one in Disney Springs if you wanted to do it on a non-park day, which is what we're going to be talking about next month. So it seems fitting to be talking about that as well. So, Disney says, don your safari hat and bring a hippo-sized appetite as you go wild with a feast in the middle of a tropical rainforest. American-style eats with tropical twist await travelers who journey into this dense, animal-filled jungle. Gather your party of explorers on a trek into the Amazon, where you'll dine in the company of animated animals to the sounds of thunder clapping and sudden rainstorms. Singing birds, trumpeting elephants, chest-pounding gorillas, and schools of brightly colored fish welcome you to a lushly landscaped jungle of tropical vegetation, banyan trees, waterfalls, and a starry nighttime sky. All right, so I have a really fun story that we're gonna start this out with.
Cool.
So
I have a fun story that we'll end it with.
it says, actually, we have a fun middle story too that we'll talk about as well.
At some point,
We've got a lot of stories. And interestingly enough, some have to do with a completely different Rainforest Cafe.
Yes.
But, alas, they're all the same because it's a chain. So, to start off, I ate at the Rainforest Cafe in Disney Springs. Do not remember what I ate, but I do remember that I had a little dory fish that was my literal best friend the entire night. We sat right next to the giant fish tank.
I'm so jealous.
And there was a giant fish tank that this little fish could have swam through the entire night. Literally just swam next to where we were eating and was like, hey, yo, what's up? How you doing? So I made a best friend fish.
High five, best
Before Finding Dory came out, or Finding Nemo. This was actually my first trip to Disney.
Either way. The Rainforest Cafe is a Landry's restaurant. So that means if you are a Landry's Club card holder, you can, just like the Yak and Yeti restaurant in Animal Kingdom, you can show up without a reservation and they have to seat you usually within 15 minutes. I believe technically, as we've said before, the party size is supposed to be up to 6, and if it's more than 6, they can still seat you. It just may take a little longer, and depending on the actual party size, they may have to split you up into 2 different tables. But again, every Landry's Club restaurant, that's the deal. So if you are looking for a last-minute reservation, and you're a Landry's Club member, you are in luck. And if you haven't listened to our Yak and Yeti episode, please go listen to it. It's awesome. But I'll cover Landry's Club really quickly. The Landry's Club card membership, you spend $25 initially to become a club member, but then you are immediately, upon registering your Landry's Club card, given a $25 credit, to use at your next visit to a Landry's Club restaurant. Now, if you go to a Landry's Club restaurant, get the card there, the $25 credit will not apply to that check, but you will be getting points for the food you just ate that will go towards future points. Once you have registered it online, then you get the credit. Now, if you purchase it online ahead of time and they'll send it to you, it's a good way to do it if you just want to be a club member but aren't at a restaurant right now.
So I did this for my trip in February because I was like, yeah, I'm having ahi tuna nachos on my first day because that's tradition regardless of whether or not I'm with Amy. And then I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be with Amy. I won't have a Landry's Club card. Do I need to make a reservation? Oh no, what am I going to do? So I bought my Landry's Club card, and when you buy it online, it automatically registers it.
Yes, so you could go to the restaurant basically right then.
Exactly. And I got a $25 credit on my first meal, and it was awesome. And the managers all came over, and it was really awkward because I could tell the manager didn't really want to talk to me, but I get really chatty. I mean, I'm really chatty normally, even with Amy, but I get really chatty all by myself. And then I'm like, is he just standing here talking to me because he feels bad for me because I'm all by myself? Or, yeah. So that was a little awkward, but super awesome.
Yes. Funny note about my Landry's Club card.
Oh, and then they said, Julie Murphy, Landry's Club card member, we're seating you now. And I was like,
nice. Funny story about my Landry's Club card in relation to Rainforest Cafe. So if you all remember Jade from our Crystal Palace episode, she is a good friend of mine. And
mine.
Yes.
Ow.
And there used to be an Animal Kingdom near us, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yeah, there used to be an Animal Kingdom by us.
There used to be a Rainforest Cafe near us I will talk about that later. She really, really liked it. So I think it was our third time going to Rainforest Cafe in the course of like 6 months. And I had been to Yak and Yeti and I realized it was a Landry's Club restaurant. So I said, gee, if I'm going to be coming to Rainforest Cafe, you know,
I might as well rack up my
exactly,
points for when I'm at Yak
every
and
2
Yeti.
months. So I got one. I got a card. And funny thing, the restaurant then promptly closed before, or that location I should say, promptly closed before we got to go again. But hey, I got my Landry's Club card and I had my $25 credit for my next visit to Yak and Yeti.
Yeah, do you know what that $25 credit went towards? I think that was Amy's drunken trip.
And if you want the whole story, listen to our Yak and Yeti episode.
It was episode 12.
Yes, it's hysterical.
It was an episode called... The episode isn't hysterical. The story was hysterical.
Yes, the story is hysterical.
The episode was called Ahi Tuna Nachos. And some other stuff.
It is one of my favorite stories about me for Julie to tell, I'm not going to lie.
Once we hit our 1 year mark, I think a really awesome thing that we should do is talk about our favorite episode. Because I certainly have mine, and I tell everybody about it. If there is one episode that you listen to of our podcast, please listen to Julie being amazing on this one. You'll just have to wait and find out when we hit our anniversary episode. So, Rainforest Cafe is quite the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. It is
you
all
literally
atmosphere.
walk into a rainforest. Aside from the fish tanks looking like fish tanks,
it's a rainforest.
it's a rainforest. There's literal thunder and lightning. Not literal. There is thunder and lightning.
If you or remember...
And rain.
Yes. It does. You don't get wet usually.
So the rain is kind of like isolated to some weird spot where there's a gorilla or a man holding up the earth or wherever it is in that corner. But the rain is isolated to
not
basically...
It's a sheet.
Yeah, it's a sheet and it's
droplets.
Little partitions and stuff that like separate different sections of the restaurant. It's not... You don't get rained on.
You would have to make an effort to get rained on.
You could stick your hand out and probably get rained on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying you
wouldn't
have to
actually
make an effort to get wet.
Kind of like those jumping water jets in Epcot, unless you stand in front of it.
Yes.
And have it splash you in the face.
Which we have video of my brother John doing that.
We should.
The restaurant really is all atmosphere. It does get dark and a bit loud periodically.
Right before the thunder and lightning storms.
Correct.
And the rainstorms.
So if you have a member of your party who is particularly easily startled or, you know, a small child who's like super afraid of the dark, mention it to your
And it doesn't
hostess.
get that cold.
No, it can get a little chilly because the moisture in the air. It can get a little chilly, but you know.
Sorry, it doesn't get that dark is what I meant.
It does get dark enough that, say, a small child who is actively dealing with being afraid of the dark might get a little nervous. But that's why if you mention it to your hostess when you check in, they can either give you an idea of how frequently it's going to happen.
I think it's because I sat next to the lit fish tank that it didn't feel like it got that dark because we had the lit fish tank the whole time.
Correct. But yeah, they will either seat you somewhere a little brighter, let you know what the sort of schedule of, you know, events are as far as the effects, just so you can be prepared.
Bring the kid to the bathroom where the lights don't darken. Bring them out to the lobby and look at toys.
Exactly. There's
maybe perhaps buy a stuffed toy in the marketplace to bring inside or have one prepared.
Yeah, the Rainforest Cafes also all have a decent-sized gift shop. Some of it is Rainforest Cafe branded merchandise.
A lot of it is like preservation stuff where money gets donated to rainforest conservation and things like that, so it's really awesome to check out.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun handmade stuff. They have a lot of fun little toys that aren't specifically Disney toys, so if you're looking for something not specifically Disney, that's an option for you. And just a lot of fun stuff. So be aware that there is a gift shop. And if you are a Landry's Club card member, you also get a discount on your purchases.
All right, first, we have appetizers. Okay, so the restaurant is a little bit different between the two as far as layout, but
same general concept.
It's basically the same thing.
Oh, I wanted to say this earlier, but I got distracted. For any of you who haven't been to the Rainforest Cafe, but are fans of Parks and Rec, Jurassic Fork is pretty much based on it. Like, the concept, like...
I think it was filmed in a Rainforest Cafe.
Well, yeah, because obviously they have T-Rex, but I don't think that's T-Rex. But it was basically based on the Rainforest Cafe and T-Rex restaurants, so...
Yes.
Schindler's Lunch was not.
I don't think you understood the appeal of this restaurant.
Yes. And for those of you going, huh? They have a joke that the reason it was Jurassic Fork was not a dinosaur-themed restaurant. It was a
Steven Spielberg
themed restaurant. So they decided to open a second location. Instead of making it dinosaur-themed, they made it Schindler's Lunch. The menu is a very varied menu.
Okay, so it's your basic American restaurant.
Yeah.
Where you kind of have an array of some different foods that appeal to kind of everyone, and it's got some fun kitschy names.
Yeah, it's Rainforest Cafe did exist before it opened in specifically the Animal Kingdom location.
Yes,
in
because
Disney.
I remember going to it before Animal Kingdom opened.
When the Animal Kingdom opened, that is also the same time that the Rainforest Cafe at Animal Kingdom opened. Before that, there were two Rainforest Cafes, one in Burbank, California, and one in Burlington, Massachusetts.
Random.
I literally pass this shopping mall every time I come to visit Julie. I could stop off and visit the former location of it. So when my mother and I went down when Animal Kingdom was opening, again, we didn't go for the opening, it's just really good timing. Everyone was saying, oh, you have to go to the Rainforest Cafe, you have to go to the Rainforest Cafe, and I was just incredibly confused because...
And that was the thing, too, because
was
everyone was obsessed with this, and we just had one.
Yeah, we
and
had
it made
one.
sense because it
was really
literally
cool.
There was only, 3 or 4 of them at the time
when
this opened.
Yeah, when the one in Animal Kingdom opened, or outside of Animal Kingdom opened, that was the third location, the other two being Burlington and Burbank, California.
So most people had not seen it. It's a fun restaurant. It really is.
Yes.
And Amy and I have been to the Burlington one. And that picture pops up all the time.
Yes, it does.
So when Amy and I went to the one in Burlington, I took a picture of these 2 random bird heads that were sticking out of
It was a bird and a zebra.
Oh, yeah, it was.
The heads were of equal size.
And I think that's originally why I took the picture, because it was so random. But they're literally these 2 animal heads sticking out of a bush. That's really what this was. It wasn't
really
like
We'll find
there was
the
no
photo.
body. It was hilarious. And I tagged Amy and I as the bird and the zebra. And this
Yes.
randomly pops up in memories all the time.
Yes. It's
It's
like
hilarious.
our first photo.
Or appetizers. They have chicken quesadillas.
Cheesy.
Cheese sticks. You can also make the cheese sticks buffalo style, which sounds amazing, but perhaps not for an extra $3. Crustacean crab dip.
Served with warm crab meat, peppers and onions, tomatoes.
Served with warm crab meat, peppers, onions, and tomatoes. If you could not understand Amy's accent.
I was gonna say it again in normal because I assumed you were just going to edit that out.
I wasn't going to edit it out because that's hilarious, but ahi tuna poke. Nope. Ahi poke tower.
There we go.
Spicy soy and sesame raw ahi tuna, avocado, tomato, wonton chips, and wasabi aioli. Mushroom and spinach flatbread. Alfredo sauce, mozzarella cheese, and diced tomatoes.
Awesome appetizer adventure for 3. You can't order it for 2. No, you can order it for how many people you want.
It says for 3, but if there are more of you or less of you, maybe you're just super hungry, or maybe you're just not super hungry. It's basically a poo-poo platter of the Rainforest Cafe variety.
Yeah, chimichachas,
Which I am sure are chimichangas.
I would assume as well. Crustacean crab dip, cheese sticks, chicken strips, guacamole. Add a side of St. Louis-style pork spare ribs for $8.25. They've got
Beef lava nachos for
for-
2. Does this make you
Again.
think of the Lava Pixar short? No, it doesn't. Amy's crying. So, the beef lava nachos
Oh my
have
gosh.
pepper, onions, black beans, Monterey Jack, cheddar, green onions, sour cream, pico de gallo, and chipotle salsa. It's a happy ending. Chicken strips.
no other information about the chicken
You'd
strips.
think you could add those buffalo style too.
I would ask if you want them that way.
Me too. Pepperoni flatbread. Can I share the next one? Can I do it?
Yes.
Can I do it? And mozzarella flatbread arugula. All right, Disney. I'm just saying, this sounds like the arugula is mozzarella flatbread style. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Which I'm okay with, because everything should just be all arugula.
Arugula
But
is amazing.
This is marinara sauce, mozzarella, parmesan, topped with #arugula and tomato salad with balsamic glaze.
Next up, soups and salads, and they have a lot of soups and salads.
Is a poke bowl really a soup or a salad? No. So they
You
have.
could say it is a raw tuna salad.
It's not, because it's served over.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
Rice. So jungle safari soup is zucchini, tomatoes, Italian sausage, garbanzo beans, kidney beans, spinach, pasta, and Parmesan cheese. So it's kind of like a minestrone.
Without, I was going to say without the pasta, but it just said pasta.
That's what I just said, Amy. Amazon corn chowder, roasted corn, red bell peppers, chunky potato bacon is what I was going to say. Chunky potatoes, bacon, pico de gallo, and tortilla chips.
Mm-hmm. Paradise House salad, mixed greens, Roma tomatoes, carrots, cucumbers, choice of dressing.
A Little Islander Caesar salad. This would have been a great episode to put out on the Ides of March.
Yes.
Et du Brute. March 15th, for any of you that haven't read Julius Caesar. And if you haven't read Julius Caesar, for shame.
Beware the Ides of March.
The Big Island Caesar salad. What? Okay, so.
No, yep, you saw that right.
All right, okay. And then the Big Islander chicken Caesar salad. A Big Islander shrimp Caesar salad. A volcano Cobb salad.
Volcanic Cobb salad.
A volcanic Cobb salad.
I've had that.
It sounds like it would be good, but okay. So, China. Okay.
I made a face when Julie asked me if it was good.
But Amy, you have also had the Cobb salad that ruined Cobb salads for you forever.
So,
Also a previous episode that we've aired about the Hollywood Brown Derby and their
Yes.
amazing chopped Cobb salad.
it's not a terrible salad. It's just I'm ruined on Cobb salads.
So it's a decent Cobb salad, but it's just your regular basic Cobb salad. There's nothing like crazy going on with it. Cool. China Island chicken salad is grilled chicken, potato sticks, sesame seeds, carrots, rice noodles, scallions, and China Island dressing. Is that like Thousand Island dressing, but with like a soy
Yeah, is it like a vinegar
sesame flair to it?
I
That
don't
would actually
know.
probably be really good.
Now I want to know.
Kale and red quinoa salad, which comes with cucumbers, carrots, tomatoes, and lemon vinaigrette.
Have we ever discussed that I did not connect quinoa and how quinoa was spelled as the same ingredient for the longest time because I had never had someone say, "Oh, quinoa," and like had it in front of me.
That's all right. I actually bought quinoa puffs
Mm-hmm.
that are by the brand I Love Quinoa, spelled KEENWAH. So, understandably, confusing.
Yeah, because it's like quinoa. I'm like, oh yeah, quinoa.
Quinoa.
Yeah.
Quinoa. So, the kale and red quinoa salad also comes with chicken or shrimp. And then the poke bowl, which is spicy soy and sesame raw ahi tuna, tossed with seaweed salad, steamed rice. There's the rice. Carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes, mixed greens, sriracha aioli, and wonton strips. This is a big menu.
Oh yeah, it's a huge menu. We're not talking like Cheesecake Factory size.
I
but
was
it's a
literally
big
just thinking to compare it to Cheesecake Factory, but it's not quite that big.
It's like the first few pages.
Ooh, this one sounds like we need to eat it though.
Yes. Caribbean coconut fried shrimp.
Caribbean. If
Caribbean?
you are talking Pirates of the...
So it could go either way.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, it comes with coleslaw, mango sauce, and choice of a side. I have had the side of fried coconut shrimp
From here?
from the... Yes, from here.
We had it from the Yak and Yeti.
Yes, I discovered that afterwards because I was thinking, gee, I wish Yak and Yeti had sides of coconut shrimp on skewers. They don't have them on skewers at Yak and Yeti, obviously, but
No,
they're on
they're
skewers
butterflied and
here.
magical because they're extra
Yes.
covered in coconut.
Yes, like they do at Rainforest Cafe because that was delicious. I did discover them the last time that I went before the one in Burlington closed. So they're very tasty.
So one of the appetizers that they used to have when I was there was like a teriyaki chicken skewer. Fish and chips.
Fish and chips served English style with coleslaw and safari fries. Taste of the islands. Caribbean.
This actually
coconut
sounds like it would be
shrimp.
really good.
Caribbean coconut shrimp, dynamite scallops, and shrimp, blackened tilapia topped with mango salsa, choice of a side.
That sounds delicious.
It really does, except for the scallops.
The next one sounds super good too. Honey sriracha salmon with sweet honey sriracha glaze, steamed rice, Asian green bean stir fry, and cilantro.
Shrimp platter. Mix of shrimp and brochette, shrimp scampi, Caribbean coconut shrimp with seasonal vegetables and Caribbean rice.
You may have said seasonal right, but you didn't say Caribbean right.
No, I said coconut because it should be coconut rice.
Ahi tuna street tacos are blackened ahi tuna, jicama slaw, yum, sriracha aioli, green onions, Asian vegetables, and corn tortillas. Next, we have sandwiches and burgers.
Rainforest burger. Lettuce, tomatoes, pickle, cheese, onion, choice of a side. Add bacon or sauteed mushrooms.
We definitely got the coconut shrimp as the
I think
appetizer
so,
when
yeah.
we went in Burlington.
That or
Super
we
delicious.
got... That
No,
or we-
because it did have the mango salsa or
Yeah.
sauce or
I
whatever
was going to say
because,
that,
yes.
or we got like one of the big samplers. Or I think I got a sampler with Jade and her husband. That's, I think, what I'm remembering.
Yeah. So next, sandwiches and burgers. The barbecue bacon cheeseburger is smoking mojo barbecue sauce, cheddar, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, pickle, onion, and served with choice of side.
The Beastly Burger. 2 patties, lettuce, tomato, pickle, cheese, onion, and served with a choice of side. Add bacon, sauteed mushrooms, or guacamole for extra.
There's also a pulled pork burger, which is a burger patty with barbecue pork, coleslaw, and crispy fried onions, served with your choice of side.
Black Bean Burger, a meatless patty of black beans, vegetables, sesame seeds, spices, guacamole, lettuce, tomato, and served with choice of a side.
The Blue Mountain Chicken Sandwich is lemon grilled chicken, bacon, Swiss, roasted red peppers, lettuce, zesty safari sauce, Asiago bun, and served with choice of a side.
Jungle Turkey Wrap, shaved turkey breast, tomatoes, bacon, lettuce, Caesar dressing, flour tortilla, and served with choice of a side.
That actually sounds pretty delicious.
It does.
And then the Mediterranean Chicken Panini is grilled lemon marinated chicken, mixed greens, tomatoes, cucumber mint yogurt sauce. What? Yes, please. Olive oil, toasted almonds, and served with choice of side.
Beef, pork, and chicken is up next.
Korean spicy stir-fried chicken is served with broccoli, carrots, Korean sauce, mandarin oranges, peppers, crispy wontons, green onions, sesame seeds, and steamed rice.
Primal Steak, aged USDA choice center cut, New York strip steak, charbroiled, steak butter, red-skinned mashed potatoes, choice of a side. What is steak butter? Is there such a thing as steak butter?
Simply Perfect Easy Steak Butter it looks like a butter that has like herbs and stuff in it. So this recipe says...
So it's like a compounder butter.
Yeah, so this recipe is butter, crushed garlic, parsley, sea salt, ground pepper, and lemon zest. But I personally would do it tarragon and
Yeah.
chives and garlic and shallots and
All that deliciousness.
sea salt and
I like it. So Parmesan chicken with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, and linguine.
your basic parm chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Flat iron steak is a 10-ounce char-grilled steak with steak butter, red skin
Again.
mashed potatoes, and seasonal vegetables. I've definitely gotten this before. It's delicious, and I remember they did not overcook it,
Excellent.
which is very impressive.
Impressive. Mojo bones, pork spare ribs, smoking mojo barbecue sauce, coleslaw, safari fries.
Ribs, steak, and shrimp trio. That sounds amazing. This is what I would get if I ever went again. Caribbean coconut shrimp, mojo bones ribs, flat iron steak with steak butter, coleslaw, safari fries.
Nice. Jungle steak and shrimp, flat iron steak, steak butter again, shrimp scampi, Caribbean coconut shrimp, and choice of a side.
Yeah, it's between the two. Like ribs or shrimp scampi. I feel like the ribs, steak, and shrimp combo give you a little bit more variety because one is steak, shrimp, and the other one is steak, shrimp, ribs. Bollywood chicken and shrimp, sautéed chicken and shrimp, stir-fried vegetables, spicy curry sauce, served with white rice, topped with garlic, chips, and fried shallots.
Mm-hmm. Up next is
Probably the closest that we have right now to Indian food in Disney.
Yes. Pasta.
My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't want any pasta. So the anaconda pasta is quinoa spaghetti, local garden vegetables, basil, shaved Parmesan cheese, red pepper flakes, white wine tomato sauce, and you can add shrimp or chicken. I just tried to combine the two and call it chicken.
When I was reading that, as you were reading that, I was going, add chicken or shrimp, and so it's all my fault.
It's all Amy's fault.
Rasta Pasta. There is a restaurant in Beverly called Rasta Pasta. Rasta Pasta. Sautéed chicken, cavatappi pasta, cavatappi pasta,
I didn't even have to look at that, and I knew.
walnut pesto, broccoli, red peppers, spinach, garlic Alfredo sauce. Well, we know that my memoir, the biography of my life, is, how do you pronounce that again?
Pastaleia. Spicy.
Spicy. It is actually pretty spicy.
It was delicious.
It was.
It was so yummy. So, okay. Not your typical jambalaya,
No.
but still very good.
So basically,
Good flavor, still delicious, but don't go into it expecting it to be a jambalaya.
Yeah. I feel like if, obviously jambalaya, the rice is all cooked in it at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like, it's all cooked, the rice is cooked with everything else to make it all a cohesive dish. It does say here, maybe served, okay, so
With
it has
rice upon request.
So shrimp, sautéed chicken, bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, andouille sausage, I pronounced it right, hot and spicy Cajun sauce, linguine, may be served with Caribbean rice upon request. That wasn't there when I ordered it. But I believe that if you got the pastalaya dish items on rice and mixed it all up, it would be very jambalaya-like.
Yes, because
But
jambalaya is basically is normally served with rice, not
Well,
a
it's
linguine.
served, the rice is cooked all together
Yes,
with the stuff. Yeah.
but it's a rice, not a linguine,
Not a
generally
linguine,
with
yes.
the jambalaya. But that's why it's called a pastalaya.
Yes. I found the pastalaya a little oily, but it was still really good, which is why I feel like it would be awesome on top of rice instead of on top of pasta, because rice kind of soaks that up a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If any
I
of
agree.
you try pastalaya in that manner, let us know and tell us what you think. Send pictures.
If you try the pastalaya with rice, if you
Yes.
are confused, because we said a lot of words there.
Yes. And if you try it with pasta, let us know what you thought. Enhancements. Coconut shrimp, onion rings, St. Louis style spare ribs, and shrimp scampi. Sides, they have seasonal vegetables, Caribbean rice, safari fries, coleslaw, red-skinned mashed potatoes. On to desserts. Sparkling Volcano is their featured dessert. I was trying to think of the word. Enough for 3 or more, and it is really big. We're not lying. A giant rich chocolate brownie cake. I know it says caked though, it just messes me up.
Yeah, I know.
A giant rich chocolate brownie cake stacked up high, served warm with vanilla ice cream, creamy whipped topping, and topped with caramel and chocolate sauces. Now, way back in the day, in Burlington anyways, they served it probably for the first 6 months to a year that the restaurant was open with a sparkler. Like, so they would bring it to your table with
I remember
sparklers.
this.
And it was so awesome. At some point, and I don't know if it was just the Burlington location or if other locations did it at the same time or eventually did it, they nixed the sparklers and put a skewer. It was wrapped with a bunch of strips of not metallic foil, but plastic, so it kind of looks like a little like fireworky, sparkly thing, but it is absolutely not the same, and it is so much less exciting than a sparkler. If anybody has had it at Disney Springs or Animal Kingdom and it did have a sparkler, let us know, because they usually still show it pictured with a sparkler because it's way more attractive in a photo than the tinsely pom-pom. But very tasty, and if you have a whole bunch of people and you want one big dessert, that's the one to go to.
They have mango sorbet. A tribal cheesecake, which is our traditional cheesecake served with creamy whipped topping and topped with raspberry sauce. Key lime pie, which is sweet lime flavored pie on a delicious graham cracker crust finished with whipped topping and raspberry sauce. And a root beer float, which is vanilla ice cream floating in a tall glass of frosty IBC root beer.
On to kids' entrees. We have grilled chicken served with choice of side and a drink. Hot dog, traditional favorite, served with choice of side and a drink.
Rainforest Rascals are char-grilled mini burgers served with choice of side and drink. Poppin' Shrimp is popcorn shrimp served with choice of side or drink.
Jurassic chicken tidbits is trademarked. Dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets served with choice of side and drink. Substitute chicken fingers for $1.
So if your children don't want to eat dinosaur-shaped chicken, they can just eat chicken fingers.
Fun dinosaur-shaped chicken side note. My uncle used to tell us that the McNuggets at the McDonald's in his town were made of squirrel. That they were squirrel McNuggets. They weren't. He used to tell us that. So one year for Christmas, my aunt found the dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets and gave them to us as squirrel McNuggets. He also told us that if you were at the beach, the McDonald's was seagull McNuggets. We thought it was hysterical.
Mini mojo bones, St. Louis pork spear ribs, served with choice of side and drink. Gorilla grilled cheese delight, American cheese on Texas toast, served with choice of side and drink.
Shrimpkins, also trademarked. Popcorn shrimp and Jurassic chicken tidbits, served trademarked, yes, served with choice of side and drink.
I laughed because you were gonna have to say trademark twice in that. Macaroni and cheese, pasta with cheese sauce, served with choice of side and drink.
Python pasta, served with your choice of Alfredo, butter, or marinara sauce, and choice of side and a drink.
2 guesses what kind of pasta the Python pasta is, and the first guess doesn't count.
Rotini. You said the first one doesn't count.
Yeah, well, that means you only get 1 guess.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's spaghetti, y'all.
Yeah, it's spaghetti.
Castaway pizza is cheese or pepperoni, served with choice of side and drinks. And then there's kid desserts. Lava Mud is creamy chocolate pudding with crushed Oreo cookies and gummy worms. Or a Tukey's ice cream sandwich, a classic vanilla flavored ice cream sandwich.
The kids' sides are applesauce, fresh fruit, mashed potatoes, fries, corn, steamed veggies, potato chips.
I don't have sides on mine. So we have smoothies and freezes, starting the drinks off, and you get to keep the glass. I do have a Rainforest Cafe glass. When you push the bottom, it sparkles with all sorts of crazy lights and makes you want to go crazy.
Side note, kids' beverages, 2% milk, apple juice, Capri Sun, Roaring Waters, Coca-Cola soft drinks. I also have
They're
that
not
glass.
on the dinner menu, sorry guys.
Or they're on the dinner menu in Animal Kingdom. They're not on the dinner menu.
Oh, Disney Springs. Okay, I'm looking at the Disney Springs menu.
So I have, smoothies and freezes. You keep the glass.
All right, so they have the Key Wester is strawberries, bananas, and non-fat frozen yogurt. Surprisingly, no lime.
Yeah.
Rainforest Ricky is a mix of apple, pineapple, orange, strawberry, grapefruit juices, and served over ice or straight up. I swear to God, there's no and in there, guys. Swimming Hole is a refreshing blend of lemonade, Monin mango, and blue curacao syrups. Brazilian Freeze is coconut, pineapple, raspberry puree, banana blended with ice. Strawberry Lemonade is a refreshing lemonade made with real strawberries. That sounds amazing. And Raspberry Lemonade Freeze is a blend of raspberry puree and frozen lemonade. Then they have your basic beers. They do have a couple fun ones. The Funky Buddha is a Floridian Hefeweizen. And there's a Safari Amber Draft, but the other ones are your basic
They've got some local Florida stuff.
beers, hard ciders.
They've got,
Stella Artois, Yingling,
Lagunitas,
Corona, Michelob, Bud Light, Coors.
You know,
Coors
that
Light,
whole
Miller Lite.
that whole situation.
And then there are some wines. There's a couple reds, a couple whites. And then there's specialty cocktails.
And on this list, when we get to it, I'll tell you, is
It looks like half of them come in a souvenir glass.
yes. On this list is the first of very few alcoholic beverages Jade actually enjoyed.
Oh, handsome. Awesome.
Awesome.
They have a fusion margarita served in a souvenir glass. Cazadores Blanco Tequila, Bacardi Pineapple Rum, Midori Lemon Liqueur, Pineapple Juice, and Sweet and Sour.
You do the next one.
The Blue Nile served in a souvenir glass, which is Curacao Mango Rum, De Kuyper Blue Curacao Liqueur, Finest Call Blood Orange Sour with Sweet and Sour.
Yeah, I was not gonna get to Cooper on the first try, so I figured I was just like, you do that. Tropical Getaway, served in a souvenir glass. Pinnacle Tropical Punch Vodka, tropical juices, and Finest Call Grenadine. Strawberry Mojito served in a souvenir glass. Cruzan Strawberry Rum, strawberry puree, and Sweet and Sour muddled with fresh mint and lime. Fresh mint and lime.
Lines!
Fresh mint and lime, topped with Sprite.
Gross. Say stop with Sprite again.
Topped with Sprite.
It is topped with Sprite.
Topped with Sprite.
Panama Punch served in a souvenir glass is Don Q 151 rum, Myers Original Dark Rum, Peach Schnapps, 99 Bananas, Liqueur, Creme de Cassis, Orange, and Pineapple Juice. Island Daiquiris served in a souvenir glass is Bacardi Superior Rum with choice of strawberry, pina colada, and raspberry. Mongoose Mai Tai served in a souvenir glass is Don Q Coconut Rum, Myers Original Dark Rum, De Kuyper, Creme de Almond Liqueur, Orange, and Pineapple Juice.
And Jade's first enjoyed alcoholic beverage, Rainbow Coolada, served in a souvenir glass. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, strawberries, bananas, pina colada mix, and pineapple juice.
Beso del Sol Sangria.
Whoop, whoop.
Corona Rita.
I was like, what's a Coronita? And I'm like,
Corona Rita is a frozen margarita topped with a Coronita Extra, not available in a souvenir glass. Moscow Mule is New Amsterdam vodka, fresh lime juice, and ginger beer. And the Dragonberry Mule is Bacardi Dragonberry Rum, Saint Germain Elderflower Liqueur, strawberry puree, ginger beer, and fresh lime juice. So this is a really awesome restaurant if you want a fun experience for the whole family and especially kids. There is a lot to look around at.
There's a lot of different food options, so as we always talk about, Disney's super accommodating with picky eaters or people who are particular about what they eat. This restaurant has a lot of options, so that in itself is going to help that along. It's just a lot of different items to choose from, and they're all pretty tasty. And the atmosphere, you just can't beat it. It's so fun. If you get seated near a fish tank, that's super amazing. I have never been that lucky.
It was
in
so
life.
awesome.
I'm always like 15 to 25 feet away from a fish tank, and at best, just glaring at it, and the people over in my sight direction are like, why is she looking at us like a crazy person? I'm just like, I love fish, okay?
To eat and to
yes,
adore.
To eat and adore. In fact, a few years ago, the fish tank, one of the main fish tank in this restaurant, sprang an enormous leak. Luckily, they were at Disney, where they have Animal Kingdom and all those, trained animal professionals who were able to come right over and save the fish before bad things happened to them.
Yay, saved fishies.
Yes, they saved all the fishies, and then they were able to get the tank fixed, and it's backing up and running.
So definitely an awesome family fun place. Also good for date night.
Mm-hmm. One thing to note that we kind of mentioned but didn't really specifically say, the Animal Kingdom Rainforest Cafe is actually outside of Animal Kingdom. So if you wanted to visit that one, you didn't want to do the parks that day, you could do that without having to do park admission.
This week's fan favorite food comes from Gina Waffles. She has shared one already, but this is her second story. So she says, in 2011, my husband and I surprised our 7 and 10-year-old sons on Easter morning. We're going to Walt Disney World that day. Unfortunately, my husband had work obligations, so had to remain home. That night, 2 youngest sons, oldest boy and I took the train to Kissimmee. 21 hours later, the first item on our Disney agenda, get to the Polynesian, grab snacks, and watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks from the beach. This picture shows my youngest son enjoying his very first Mickey bar on his very first Walt Disney World trip. He got a bit messy, but the memory is completely priceless. Yeah, I feel like we need to go to the Polynesian, grab snacks, and watch the fireworks from the beach there sometime. And we just have to make sure that we wear lots of bug repellent, because I feel like all the mosquitoes will be nippy then. If you would love to share your Disney food memory, please do that so you can be featured in our fan favorite food segment. You can share it through our email address, which is onelittlespice@gmail.com. You can also share it on our pinned post on our Facebook page. You'll see that right at the top. Or you can share it as a direct message on any of our social media. You can follow us on social media. On Instagram, we are at @1_little_spice. On Twitter, we are at @OneLittleSpice, and on Facebook, you can search our Facebook group and make sure, you can search One Little Spice, like our page, and make sure to join our One Little Spice group so that you can join in the conversation after the podcast is over. We are on Patreon. On Patreon, you can support us there and get a lot of extra exclusives, like extra episodes, a button pack, and some really awesome other features. You can get a signed copy of one of our vlog recipes, or even join us on one of our magical snack corners. So make sure you head to www.patreon.com/onelittlespice and become a patron. We are on TeePublic. That is where you can get all of our merchandise. You can search One Little Spice or click the description below, but there are t-shirts and mugs and notebooks and cell phone cases and some really awesome stuff there. So make sure you support us that way and get yourself some Disney swag. Get yourself some One Little Spice swag. And we are on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is The Taste Lab, so make sure you head there and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our new episodes. We make sure we show you how to make some really awesome Disney recipes by either sharing a recipe from the park or recreating some on our own, but that way you can bring a little extra Disney magic into your kitchen. We already have the cheddar cheese soup from Le Cellier that we make into a delicious poutine, and we have the 7-vegetable terrine from Akershus, which is definitely better than what they served there, but a really awesome treat as well. And we will have the Tonga toast and the chopped cob salad coming up soon as well. So again, like I said, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of those. And thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate all of our listeners. And just remember, every recipe starts with one little spice.
The atmosphere.
Say my name. Which is stupid because we should just collect all our points together, but yeah.
This is all, of course, part of the next part. This is This is why you need to do it. I'm angry at the gorilla cheese. I will do shrimp.
The gorilla cheese, that's why. A little islander sees us at. What? Let's get down to business to defeat
Am I on
the
now?
hunger. Did they send me lettuce when I asked for steak? You're the saddest bunch of romaine I've ever seen, but you can bet before we're through, somehow I'll make steak salad out of you.